All right, guys, I'm styling my hair now, but in this video, I will be showing you how I clip my ends, why I'm clipping my ends, and something that you need to consider when you are thinking about clipping your ends. So guys, make sure you watch the video all the way to the end. You have reached Regina TV, and let's get it. All right, guys, I want to cut my hair, but not in the way y'all think I want to cut my hair. Let me part this off. I know this may take me a minute to part it off, guys. It may take a minute. Usually we will go deeper with the V, but we said we're not going deeper anymore with the V. So I'm gonna part this off and then I'll be back. All right, I'm parting off my hair because I know exactly where I want to cut my hair. Now, y'all know that when we trim our hair, we really just clip our ends into a style while we are allowing our hair to grow out. Now, you don't have to cut your hair all over, guys. Especially if your ends are not bad, you do not have to cut your hair all over. If you want another part of your hair to grow, then let it grow. There's no rules or regulations to it. For me, because I lay on the back of my head a lot, then that part is more sparse there. So my plan is to clip my hair down. But this is one of the styles that I was thinking about doing anyway, so this is a good time to do it. I am going to clip my hair down to the sparse part of where I lay on the back of my head, and I am going to style my hair with my ends clippings, and then I am going to change the way I lay in bed or sit up in bed, because I know just constantly laying on that part of my head is why it's more sparse there. So we're going to clip our ends, and you're going to see how the hairstyle is going to turn out at the end. But guys, really pay attention to what's going on with your head before you just go in there just cutting. So pretty much here is where we are. Now, while I'm parting off my hair, I'm taking everything in consideration, guys, and you should too, okay? Hold on. Now, I did not want to just cut my hair and then come back and explain it to you guys. I told y'all this is my hair journey. I told y'all this is how I come up with how, I decide to do what I'm going to do with my hair. I have a product that I want to bring you guys that I don't have, when I get a chance to, actually do the product for you guys so you can see it, then I bring that. Still waiting for a video to upload for you guys. I've been waiting for that video to upload for 2 days now. I don't know what's going on with that video. So, guys, this is where we are. This is where we are. Okay? So, I'm taking in consideration everything, guys. I'm taking in consideration how I sleep. Because a lot of times, if you're laying down or you're sitting up in bed and your head is constantly being pressed against the pillow here, or you sleep on your back, or you laying on your sides a lot, and depending on what you're putting on your hair when you, when you're going to sleep, do you have a satin pillowcase? Do you have a satin bonnet? Or are you just going to bed? You got to figure out what's going on with your hair, if it's growing slower. It could be your diet or anything like that, but it's worth taking in consideration what you need to do. Now, like I said, I am changing up the way I'm sleeping, because if my hair is growing slower just in here, I know for a fact, guys, that I sit up in bed, I watch TV, and I have my head pressed right against that pillow. And the type of bed I got, guys, it is one of those beds where it's on an automatic, like, lift and tilt for your head and feet, and I love it. So I know I spend a lot of time editing in that bed and watching TV and just all type of stuff. And I'm constantly pressing up against here. So I can change the way I'm sleeping, which I have. Or I can cut this so I can style my hair. You see that? And it grows, and the reason why it's growing more under here because the pillow and stuff is not hitting that. It's hitting the ball of my head there. Now, you have a couple of options of what you can do. That's angling out there. I got to get rid of that, guys. I do. So, you have a couple of options of what you can do. And guys, I told you, if you don't know how to clip your ends and you want to learn, don't go in there just digging in your head. Okay? Just take little pieces. And I shouldn't be doing this now because I got somewhere to go. I really do. But it's nothing like seeing stuff for yourself, guys. I want y'all to see how I do stuff, how I come up with the conclusion that I came up with. And since I have been, since I texturized my hair, guys, I needed a cut. And I told you guys, clip your ends into a cut. Clip your ends into a cut and train yourself on it. And train yourself that way on how to cut your hair. Just with the very ends. And then, if you feel like you got close, then you could go in a little more, but take your time, especially if you're learning. And you know where you want your hair cut. And you know why you want your hair cut the way you want it. Right? And I don't care how many times I have to go over this. If I have to go over it again until I get it the way I need it to be, then that's what I will do. But when you stop and just think about, what you're doing, what your hair is doing, what your hair is needing, you're going to see. Now, guys, y'all know I'm good for, letting my hair catch up with other parts of my hair. Let me see. I want y'all to see too. I hope y'all can see this. Because this is where it's more shorter. Because this is the ball of my hair of where I lay in the bed. And I can let that catch up. I really can. But, you see the difference? You see the difference? Let me see. Can y'all see that? You see the difference in that, guys? I hope y'all can see the difference in that. So, what I am going to do, let's see. Can you see the difference? There we are. So I'm just going to cut it down. Let me make sure y'all can see. Okay? Just going to cut it down. I hope y'all saw that. You know why? Because I want to wear my hair. And I want it to look really, really good, guys. I mean, who don't want their hair to look really good? Right? And there's the difference. There's the length difference there. Yeah. Oh, that's looking better already. That is looking better already. Okay, so yep, I see it. Same thing, little different. And I'm sure it's because of how I'm laying on my head. I'm sure. And because of everything that we have went through with our hair, guys, you know, finding, you know, the different concoctions for our hair and everything, our hair is growing. But if it's growing, and let me make sure y'all can see, because this video is for y'all. This video is for y'all. But if I know, which I am confident on, that's the reason why, confident on that, then, and I'm also confident that I want to wear my hairstyle. I want to wear my texturize. I just put my texturize in my hair, guys. I want to wear it. And it don't look good uneven like that. So, we pretty much know how we want our hair to be. I want y'all to leave in the comment section down below. Do you see that your hair is being uneven in certain places? If you feel like your hair is being uneven in certain places, before you panic and think that your hair is falling out. I'm not saying that it's not the case, but it's other things behind it. If all your hair is not doing something, there's other reasons behind why that area. Okay? And y'all know how often I cut my hair. Y'all know how often I cut it. Because I need to know what cut I really want to ultimately, you know, end up with. So I cut my hair. And I do a lot of this playing while it's short because, you know, it's short. I mean, really, what you lose? You don't want to, you know, labor and, you know, grow all your hair out. Then, you know, try a cut that you can get, you know, a sort of an idea of what it can look like while it's short. And then you go ahead and grow all that hair out. Then when you look up, you done cut your hair. And that's really not what you wanted. So while my hair is short, I do a lot of testing on things, guys. For one, I know I want my hair to stay short. You know, I want it to be healthy but short. So now, guys, I am just, remember how I just angled out a lot? I didn't like that. I did not like that. I just, you know, I've been having so much to do because y'all know that this is my birthday month. So I've been having so much fun, guys. Me and my husband been doing some things. And I told y'all I usually celebrate the whole month. And that's what we have been doing. Some things worked out. Some things didn't. We went to this club, guys. My husband. See what I just called it? I called it a club. It was not a club. It was supposed to be an upscale restaurant. But when we got there, you know, it was, had a club atmosphere. And it was horrible. So here we are at the club, guys. My husband surprised me for Mother's Day. You know, we thought we was going to have a romantic dinner. We ordered these steaks, and it comes with a little show, you know, at your table, you know. So that's what we had ordered. The music was extremely loud, and it was not the atmosphere, you know, my husband was going for it to surprise me with. But at least the steaks, they did taste good after the man finished, you know, doing what he do at our table. and you know, we sitting here eating our dinner and everything, guys. So this is where we went for Mother's Day, and yeah, I enjoyed myself. Happy belated Mother's Day, guys. Man, it was a terrible experience. It was terrible. All right, guys, so this is where my hair angles out at. Now, if you want, see, the angles is not that, you know, dramatic the way they were. It just, and when I went to style my hair, yeah, it curls up. We already took care of that. It's just that I want my hair to look uniformed. I know where I want my hair to be cut, and I know where I don't want it to be cut. And am I willing to, you know, go and let somebody else do it? Nope. Because hairdressers, they got a bad habit of cutting you bald head. Some of them. Some of them have a bad, ooh, y'all know. Yeah, because some hairdressers will cut you down to the lowest part of your hair, and that's not what we're trying to do. Yeah. Oh, so much better. So much better. So, like I said, I'm never going to do something to my hair, guys, and not show you what I'm doing, because I want y'all to know the truth. And I hope I am inspiring you to, you know, do what you want to do. Now, guys, and y'all know what? We keeping our hair healthy. We just ends clipping. So y'all know, y'all can go back and look at the videos that I always told you my hair does this. And when I went like this and went in, I fell in love with the style. So we done parted our hair off, guys. Yeah, we have parted our hair off. We have got those triangles off our hair. Yeah. And then if you want to keep going, just take it and constantly part it off. And you already have your guideline of where you want to be, and you just keep going. If you want to do all your hair. I had already parted off my hair, guys. I had already parted off my hair to where it needed to be cut at. But if you want to keep going into that cut in a safe way, take your time. Be true to you. There is no L's here, guys. Y'all know how I feel about unnecessary L's. The losses. I know that I can do this cut way better than what I am doing, guys, but I have to get out of here and go to my appointment. But this is looking good. I really liked it. I told you guys that my hair was growing just wild because we couldn't make up our mind if we wanted to, we couldn't make up our mind if we wanted to texturize our hair or to color it. And still this morning when I got up, I didn't know what I was going to do. What made me just say do the texturizer was because yesterday I had something to do, and I had to do my hair 3 times because it kept getting thicker from our hair regimens, and it kept getting thicker and thicker. And I told you guys that my hair felt like a carpet because it was getting so thick. So the more that it grew out, the thicker that it got. And y'all know I done cut all my hair off on the sides and the back and stuff, and I keep it, you know, cut off. Y'all know that. And it's growing back because of our hair regimens and things, guys. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you guys, this is a winner. And that's how I made up my mind on what I should do, the texturizer or the color. And I'm glad I waited. I'm very happy with my choice. Very. You know. And in the end, because I took my time, I was able to make the right decision. So after we texturized it, guys, we seen the length of where it was going to be after being texturized. We seen the length of where it's going to be. Now see here, you want to angle it down. Let me make sure I'm letting you see. Now, if your hair is here and you want it to go bigger here, then you'll see the angle. Let me see. You see the angle? Right. So, if you want it to be longer, pull it out some and angle it down. Or pull the top of your hair out here and angle it. If that's where you want it to start angling out, being longer, okay? Yeah, just angle the top part of your hair out to where the shortest part is here. And guys, as long as you got a good grip, just cut it. Okay? Yeah. So, if I wanted to, guys, I could stop there. If I wanted to, I can stop there. So we are just going to see where we are. We took that other side out. And we took that other side out. So we just coming on around. We just coming on around. We know, look at that hair. We know we don't want it to go past here. So now let's see where we are. Now let's see where we are. There's nothing wrong with stopping, checking to see where you are. Because remember, we're doing what we want to do with our hair and doing what we need to do for our hair. And when you do what you do for your hair, remember, you're not perfect. And you're learning, you're teaching yourself. Okay, so we stopped. And we can go in there even more so. See that? I hope y'all can see it. Can y'all see where we stopped at? And we could go and trim some more in there also if we wanted to. So let's just finish looking. The reason why I went on and stopped there and combed everything out is because now, guys, if you want to keep a longer part here, you could cut that separate. But if you feel like you need your ends clipped, okay, just go in there, clip your ends. If they're not damaged, then don't worry about it. Okay? Let's see. And so you can start from the front if you want to get technical. But my hair, you know, like I said, it really don't need no ends clipping. You know? Now, if my ends was raggedy, I would go all the way through it. I'm talking about with precision. Because you don't want those ends to work their way up your hair shaft. You just don't. But if you're sitting up here and, you know, you got healthy hair, you don't let it grow, it's all uneven, and that is affecting your hairstyle, then not only are you giving yourself a nice ends clip, but you're enhancing your style. So guys, I'm going to tell you, this is my hair journey. And if you guys like my hair, if you like my hair and how I come up with the styles and ideas I come up with, my, you know, the way I do it, this is all I do, guys. I look at, now, I'm in the top. If I want this to meet with the side, then I will cut that off. I don't need to cut that off, but I'm just showing you. Ain't no big deal. Because sometimes you're not going to want the top to meet with the sides. Because you want them, your top to grow maybe. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it angles down, and that's what will be, you know, different. And as you see how I'm cutting my hair, once you go through your hair, if you're not sure, once you go through your hair and you trim your hair, that's how much it's growing. You trim your hair and you say, oh, that looks even better. If you want and you feel more, you know, safe with doing it yourself, then you can go in a little bit more with the very ends, guys. With the very ends. And you can go in a little bit more. Because now you have the blueprint of what you need to do with your hair. Ends clipping don't, I ain't gonna say it don't grow your hair, but it really don't. It just make the hair look better and it help it from getting further damaged. Because if you have a rope, you cut the end of that rope is gonna unravel. That's what happens to your hair when you have bad ends on it. If you leave them bad ends on your hair thinking that you just keeping your length and stuff, it's just gonna keep on working its way up your hair shaft and look bad. And you ain't gonna have nothing but a whole bunch of long raggedy hair. And that's what you're gonna have. And your style is gonna reflect it. Okay, so now, since we done cut all the top of that, guys, just check. Just comb it all together. I really want to stop because I have somewhere I have to go. I have somewhere I have to be, guys. I get in here and start talking to you guys. I can talk to you guys forever. But I really do appreciate you guys for supporting my channel and watching the videos and being so kind and things of that nature. I really do appreciate you guys, and that's why you know, I bring y'all every step of the way of my hair journey. That's if you want that to meet. It don't take a lot, guys. It do not take a lot. I'm doing all type of stuff before I walk up out of this house. And I could go back in right here, really. Let's see. Yep, I can go back in, but like I said, I'll get off into playing with my hair and everything. So while y'all are right here, what I am going to do is wet my hair. This is an empty bottle. So I'm going to fill this up with water. Fill this up with water. Okay, so let's just wet it down. I'm just going to wet down my hair and wake up the product that's already on my hair. Now, guys, if you need your ends clipped, I would really recommend that you learn how to cut your own hair, because another person, a barber or a beautician, would have went to the lowest part of your hair and would have cut all your hair down like that. You do not need to go over your whole head if your ends are not bad. After wetting down my hair and rubbing in the water to wake up that product, guys, my hair styled so much easier. If I want to go back in there, I can, but most likely I won't. I just won't sleep on the back of my head where I was putting all of that pressure in one spot on my head. I will be sleeping on my arm and doing the hair routine. Now remember, all of this was way, way longer. All of this was way, way longer. I cut it down, it meted up with that, and I can still see where, oh, I hope y'all can see this. I can still see where I can go back in. You see there? But like I said, if you're in a rush, don't do it. And I am in a rush. But this is way better, guys. This is way, way better. Yes, sir. Because we had faded all this off. We had faded off all the sides, guys. And it's just growing back. And I said, okay, it done grew back, but how did that exceed this? you know. I don't sleep on my sides anymore. Remember I told you that's where my hair was thin at, on the sides. I don't really sleep on my sides, let it make contact. But I do lay a lot like that. So before y'all think y'all hair is falling out from something that y'all put on y'all hair or something like that, really look at everything that you are doing. Why did it pick that area? You know, it's a reason why. And then you'll come up with the answer. And when I stop, and y'all know I think everything through, when I stopped and thought about it, I said, girl, you be sitting up in that bed, editing, eating, watching TV when you go to sleep. Guys, I'm gonna try to put the bed how it lifts up and everything in the video. But it's just a bed that lifts up and lifts back, and the feet lift up, and you know, and I'm constantly just, even when I'm watching TV, I'm laid back and I'll fall asleep just like this. So with everything that I know about my hair, because you know the doctors will tell you should sleep, you know, on an angle, and you should sleep with your feet risen a little bit too, because that helps with the blood circulation in your body. So I do that. Huh? And then I said, wait a minute. So I already knew what was going on, guys. So that's it. I'm not going to style my hair right here because I'm finna go, guys. I got to get out of here. I just want y'all to see how my hair is looking. Woke up with water. I have another video coming y'all way on something that we are going to do with our hair, giving y'all options and ideas. If y'all appreciate these videos, hit the subscribe, hit the like and share, hit the notification bell, guys. That helps my channel grow. Also go over there and visit Regina's Way, because that channel over there we do everything else, you know, home decor, shopping, sales, and stuff like that. But guys, I gotta get out of here.